North and South Korea have agreed to form a joint women's ice hockey team for next month's Winter Olympics in the South. The two countries' athletes and officials will march together under a unified Korea flag at the opening ceremony. Delegates from the two Koreas held talks on Wednesday on the South Korean side of the Panmunjom Truce Village. The two sides agreed last week that North Korea will take part in the Pyeongchang Games.
Inter-Korean relations were interrupted for about 10 years. We've waited for the improvement of ties.
We have to cooperate so that the North's participation in the Games serves as an opportunity for bringing peace to the Korean Peninsula and for improving relations.
After the talks, South Korea's Unification Ministry released a joint news statement. The statement says officials of the two countries' Olympic committees and the International Olympic Committee will discuss the size of the delegation of athletes from the North and in what events they will take part. The North will send a cheerleading squad of more than 230 members. North Korean athletes are to travel to the South on February 1st, and the cheerleading squad, reporters, and others on February 7th by way of a western land route on the Korean Peninsula. The two sides also agreed that the North will send a delegation of more than 150 people to the Paralympics in March. A group of foreign ministers are calling for a renewed push to pressure North Korea to abandon its nuclear and missile programs. Officials from 20 countries gathered in Vancouver to discuss the issue. NHK World's Cho Song-kyung reports.
The United States Secretary of State says his country is ready for serious negotiations with North Korea, but it comes with conditions.
We will not accept a nuclear-armed North Korea. All of us share one policy and one goal.
Rex Tillerson says the pressure campaign will continue until Pyongyang denuclearizes.
North Koreans know our channels are open and they know where to find us. But a sustained cessation of North Korea's threatening behavior is a necessary indicator of whether the regime is truly ready to pursue a peaceful diplomatic resolution to the security threat that it has created.
The message was echoed by participants at the meeting, who singled out China and Russia to do more. The two countries were not in attendance. They were critical of the gathering, saying it would create divisions in the international community. The two have been urging dialogue. There was a breakthrough this month with inter-Korean talks. Japan's foreign minister welcomed them, but had a blunt message.
What we should have in mind is that North Korea continues to advance its nuclear and missile programs, even as we speak. And we should not be naive about their intent, nor should we be blinded by North Korea's charm offensive.
The South Korean officials say the dialogue could lead to talks on the North denuclearization. South Korean's Foreign Minister Kang Kyung-hwa tried to use Tuesday's meeting to rally support for the idea.
The fundamental resolution of the Korean Peninsula-related issues cannot be achieved without the denuclearization of North Korea, and we will continue to seek realistic and effective ways to resume denuclearization talks at the earliest possible date.
The meeting ended with delegates vowing to target smuggling into the North. Pyongyang has been accused of trying to evade sanctions by receiving oil transferred at sea from foreign ships. A statement from the meeting says the 20 countries are considering further sanctions on the North that would go beyond UN Security Council resolutions, but gave no details. Cho Sang-kyung, NHK World, Vancouver.
China is rebuffing the outcome of the meeting, saying its Cold War mentality will hurt chances of an appropriate solution.
Only keeping sanctions and pressure on the North is counterproductive, as has been proven multiple times. The meeting is only dividing the international community and hampering joint efforts to resolve the nuclear issue.
The Foreign Ministry spokesperson added the issue can only be resolved through dialogue and that it should take place as part of the long-suspended six-party talks or the UN Security Council. China and Russia are both involved in those frameworks. The U.S. military has deployed 3 types of bombers to the Pacific island of Guam in a massive show of force amid tensions with North Korea. The U.S. Pacific Air Forces on Tuesday said the military sent 6 nuclear-capable B-52 bombers and about 300 personnel to an Air Force base on the island. The American military have already been deploying 6 B-1 bombers and 3 B-2 stealth bombers there. The B-52s will replace the B-1s in Guam. The island is the military's strategic foothold in the Asia-Pacific region. This is the first time for the United States to deploy 3 types of bombers to the island since August 2016. The U.S. military said the latest move shows a commitment toward its allies in the region.